Players in sports are said to have hot streaks and cold streaks. For an example, a batter in baseball might be considered to be in a slump or cold streak if that player has made 10 outs in 10 consecutive at-bats. Suppose that a hitter successfully reaches base 27% of the time he comes to the plate. Find the probability that the hitter makes 10 outs in 10 consecutive at-bats, assuming at-bats are independent events. So, do a couple things here to figure this out. So we want to look at the probability of getting an out first of all. So the probability of an out here. So that is 1 minus the probability that they reach base. So that's going to be 1 minus the 0.27. So that is going to be 0.73. So now that we know that, we can figure this out. So we want the probability they get So that's going to be outs here, so that's going to be 0.73 with those repeated, so 0.73 to the 10th power here. So I'm going to do 0.73 and this rooftop key to the 10th power. So approximately 0.0430. And part B asks us if cold streaks are unusual. That doesn't move here. So yes, since the probability is 0.0430, which is less than 0.05. Right? And then part C asks us to interpret the probability from part A. You actually need to go out and round this a little bit more. So this is a similar problem to something in my stat lab here, so I'm going to round this a little bit further. So 0.04298 here. And so let's interpret that. So I'm going to write down that probability. So if I want to write that as a fraction, that's going to be 4298. So this is my tenths place, so tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10 thousandths, 100,000. So this is going to be out of 100,000. Right. And then they have some options there, so they're talking about it out of 1,000. Usually talking about batting average out of 1,000. So if we reference this and get this down to 1,000, we would have to divide there by 10 a couple times to get it there. So if we divide this by 100, so let's do 100,000 here. Oops. Divide it by 100. That'll get us down to 1,000, which is what we want. So if we do 4298 and divide that by 100, we get 42.98. So we're looking at approximately, this is out of 1,000, so we're looking at approximately 43 out of 1,000 here. So what we can say here is that in repeated sets of 10 consecutive at-bats. The hitter is expected to make an out in all 10 at-bats about 43 times out of 1,000.